got a chance to make your dreams come true. You can live a life that's lived by few. Wake up, now make it a reality. Make it a reality, who you wanna be.
What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Become Better Daily with me, Phil Echols, sharing stories and reflections, thoughts, inspiring you to become your best self. Quick message for today around adaptability. Adapt or become irrelevant. I'll say it again. Adapt or become irrelevant. How many of you remember Vine, the 7-second video loop app where people gained stardom, became famous off of these creative videos? Well, Vine was doing so well at one point, like that other apps, other companies began to replicate what they were doing. They saw how this video loop, how these like quick short videos were just catching fire. So you saw Instagram add this like video component. Later on, Twitter ended up purchasing Vine. They extended the time beyond 7 seconds. Vine was eventually like wiped away. And I mean, we can think of countless organizations that do the same thing daily. I mean, they just kind of play themselves out. They overplay their hand, or they aren't adaptable and flexible. And eventually they lose relevance because everyone catches up or people figure out how to do it better. Well, people are the same way, but let's focus on organizations for a second. So organizations are very much like organisms. We think that they function in these silos, but ultimately they play a much bigger part or role in the ecosystem, right? Comprised of living and non-living things. So living things being people, and you know how complex we are. Non-living things being like technology, right? So we need resources. Organizations have to constantly be adapting and moving forward, or eventually they become irrelevant, or someone comes along and can do it better, faster, stronger. So I saw recently, a friend of mine, Dexter Scott, posted on LinkedIn, saw that like Ford and Domino's were connecting, were collaborating. They were beginning to test run the first pizza deliveries without human contact. I mean, the only humans involved were the people getting the pizza and the people that were making the pizza in the actual Domino's store. But the cars were delivering pizzas on their own. So technology, like, I mean, that's the perfect example of how jobs and how if you don't adapt, you eventually become irrelevant. So my question today, question and message is, how are you being flexible? In what ways are you stretching and growing and continuing to learn and become the best version of yourself? Because ultimately that is what is going to keep you relevant. I mean, I know that sounds like harsh or bad, but I said it in a previous episode, we're all in the business of marketing and sales. And if you aren't adaptable, whether that's personally, your team, your department, your organization, your school, whatever the case may be, if you aren't adapting, eventually you are going to become irrelevant. Hope this message resonates. As always, thanks for tuning in. Each day is a new opportunity to become better. I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.
I remember when it all started, me and my brother trapping off the white and blue Impalas. You got the talent, but I got the dream. What you mean? He said, you know we